club, the Titans of Season 6 Baddy Overwatch League versus the second seed, Daki McCourt Death Squad. We have a great game going on in here.
Yeah. I mean, we just saw DDS play. We saw how dominant that 3-0 series was for them. And they're coming in practice, warmed up, hot, if you dare say that, against 50cc, which, they haven't played in 2 weeks? Or in a week, I guess.
Yeah,
Whatever you want to call it.
They're going to be coming into this cold, but knowing that team, 30 and Co., they like to play this game a little bit more. So I'm sure they've been practicing, trying to keep their fingers a little warmed up. But, of course, DDS hot off the presses from the semifinals, getting that 3-0 sweep on top of FDAB. So, do a little pity dab for FDAB and press F.
No, dude, it's F dab. Like, they lost. Not just dab. That's it.
Anyways, they are selecting maps currently. Going to be interesting to see what they choose to go with. But we will be going into a payload, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a blast from the past going on to Rialto.
Yeah, Rialto, DD, the last series that we just watched, DDS versus FDAB, DDS didn't look hot out the gate right away against FDAB. They were getting stalled by the hold at the door strat, and they didn't know what to do about it. So I'm really curious to see if 50cc will try and do that exact same strat. I mean, it would make sense, right?
It could. I mean, knowing 30, he just wants to play goats all the time, right? Just go goats. Go goats.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's, again, decent goats map, but also a good Reaper map, right?
Very, very true. And as we all know, somebody out there wants to play a little bit of Reaperino. But I'm thinking more than likely we're going to see something a bit more conservative out of 30. Probably going to be seeing some 2-2-2 with maybe a bit of bunker out there. Or maybe he'll just want to play some soldier just so he can get that coveted high ground he just has a boner for. We're going to have to just see what happens and how this gets played out.
Yeah. And, battle of the top DPS players, dreaded DPS and 30 on each team respectively. Battle of, actually that's the only awards, I guess, that were given out to both teams. I guess, didn't Otterbotter get, support or something? Like runner-up? I can't remember.
Otterbotter didn't get anything. That was Checkers you're thinking of. Checkers.
Shit.
No, Otterbotter has done fantastic this season. Definitely, if we would have had a best Mercy of the league, probably would have gotten runner-up on that.
Ooh, behind Checkers. Hey!
Behind Checkers. I mean, hey, if you have an entire move that's named after you, where you just go into Valkyrie and 1v1 a Widow as a Mercy, I think you're the better Mercy.
Oh my god, patented, right?
Patented indeed.
Alright, well, hey, something I just want to note, so all the viewers know at this point. Freefy, playing on that diva there, is playing, is he getting paid while he plays? He's playing at work.
Could definitely be getting paid while he's doing. Probably the only player in this entire league that's getting paid to play.
Oh yeah, feels good, man. All right, offense here going pretty standard. Comp out of DDS, Canuck on that diva. No ball, surprisingly. They're doing a lot. They're playing a lot different than the last series on Rialto here.
Yeah, having that dive comp with the Winston and diva, so going to be having a very forward front line. Canuck gonna have to doing a very good job on that diva. 30 already getting a shot out onto Heron, but Heron is going to get resurrected from AJS 0 and continue on into this bed. A critical choke point indeed, as 30 is getting another pick onto Otterbotter. They're continuing on with this defense.
Yeah, a lot of shots out of 30 here. He's got a lot of damage going out, and he's about to get the ultimate, but MC Ree gets it first. Widow Sight's not necessarily too useful right now as they know where the whole entire team is, but that is the first ult picked up, and 30 headshot onto Destructive, and now he has ult.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing, already ults coming out of the 2 snipers on MC Re and 30. And 30 just being so oppressive on this Hanzo. He has the high ground and another pick on MC Re. Joined DPS looking so powerful last game in the semifinals. And now just getting batted around like a rag doll with his team. You know, they're still trying to find their footing, but these 2 snipers at MC Re and 30 are being so oppressive.
Yeah, big hit scan players. Dreaded DPS, not used to the good hit scan on the enemy team, maybe. I mean, like, 30 is, you know, he was voted top DPS, and then MC Re is runner-up as well. You know, his runner-up, 30's runner-up for the lead of that team. But hey, the switches are coming out. Canuck on the ball. AJS0 popping the Valkyrie, trying to keep his team alive here. Not much action going on off of that, which is not looking too good.
Ooh, Dragon Strike almost taking out who they can. Gonna be T-Mech in free.
Great
they're
reaction
gonna be
from Scotch.
playing out that Transcendence. Should be able to keep everybody in as 30 is going to peek around the corner on the side. Gonna see if he can get someone essentially going in. Scotch, what are you doing? Going face first into Heron, baby. This is the momentum that the Dakimiku Death Squad needs as Canuck is going to get pinned away as he pile drives in. Dreaded Destructive Dude with that Mad Monkey. Going to be getting some hits on the board for Dakimiku Death Squad. 3 down for the 50 Cent Club as they're going to continue on. The AJS trying to get that res, but going to be taken out as they're going to continue to push this cart. And we are seeing a big stagger out of Scarlet and Freefy. They're going to be out of this next fight. 30 getting taken out by Dreaded DPS, and it's just non-stop action.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of staggers happening right now. DDS has the advantage in ults right now. Canuck, especially with that hamster mine, it's not going to matter. It's capped. 50cc is on the back foot here as we see the second portion of Rialto for the first time tonight.
And look at that, we're seeing some switches go out. Blaney switching onto the Monkey 30, switching to his favorite DPS pick, that Soldier, as well as MC Re going on Tracer. I don't know, have we really seen MC Re do too much Tracer play this season?
Not much, if at all. I don't recall any of it. Ult advantage though massively in DDS's favor. There's an ultimate dragon coming out of Heron, not going to find anyone. A Diva Bomb also falling out of Freefy. Their only ult on that side of the team and doesn't find anyone. This is not looking too good for that team right now. But DDS loses their dreaded DPS and Canuck. I eat my words. I'll eat my shorts. They're losing.
But it doesn't matter because Canuck is resurrected by AJS0. Going to be continuing on with this push, doing a great job getting those bombs out ahead of time just to make sure no one can get any advantage with space. Freefy demeched up on top, but he has the high ground. He has the high ground. He's going to continue blasting those shots and seeing if he's going to... Oh, hey, he's TNT. Maybe he'll stay alive. He's going to be taken out by Dreaded DPS. So continue on with this wet noodle fight. Is a big pile drive out of Canuck. Going to continue on going in and out as Destructive Dude Canuck. But we're going to be seeing 30 coming in with a vengeance with that tactical visor, but shouldn't be getting too much value out of it as getting a huge transcendence out of Otterbotters.
Man, I am so wrong. DDS just owns this point. Like very clearly, Freefy is solo contesting right now. He's gonna die, maybe get staggered. No, they're not gonna stagger him. Why would they do that? They're just gonna cap the point. What the hell? All those ults went off like one by one. There's no... DDS is looking sharp.
Did you not see that? Heron got the fattest dragon of his life. And with that, that's going to pull them with 3 more minutes to get to this final cap of this payload. And this should be able to get them the momentum. Blanny, of course, switching on over to that Reinhardt, going to be able to get them just a little bit more. Madrid GPS taking out MC Re on that McCree, as well as Freefy just giving a little bit of a trade-off. But Canuck with a great bomb, going to be getting everybody up. Bomb's going to be demeching Freefy as they continue on this Bob on the cart, doing a little bit of damage as well. Continuing on far forward, and we are going to be seeing a bit of stream lag, but it doesn't matter because this fight is going to continue on as the Dakimiku Death Squad are pushing ahead. Dreaded DPS taking out Scott with some great shots out of this Ash. and they're gonna already be having so much ultimate charge, 50%
Oh.
already on line for Dreaded DPS. He is a monster!
Yeah, great stall there out of Scarlet at the end, but it's not going to be looking too good right now for 50 Cent Club as they are just blowing ults, not finding anyone. Scotch gets the beat down. Blanny's able to protect from Destructive Dude's Diva Bomb, and Iris does come out to keep the crew alive. But an Earthshander kind of goes on a little late. Blanny looking for someone, but he gets so many boops he can't find them. Landmines are out. That's going to be a cap out of DDS. If Reefy has anything to say about it, he's on. He's dead. His mech's dead. He's dead. That's a cap. Wow. Great play from DDS.
So clean out of the Document Court Death Squad. Just able to get one after another. And you know what? I have to eat my words from earlier. Dreaded DPS definitely finding his stride and popping off.
Yeah, like popping the fuck off. Their whole team was doing something. You know, as a support, Otterbotter and AJ0 both just surviving, being in the back line, doling damage. There weren't a lot of deaths on DDS. They did the slow push pretty much, where they might lose one or two people, and they just are always up one or two on 50cc. And that strat really worked for them. Also, staggering the ults. Like you said, Heron had a massive dragon, you know, and nothing was used for, what, 30 seconds on either side of that?
Yeah, not much else used, and that allowed them to just continue on with a great push and really securing the victory that they needed in the end. But let's look at what 50cc is brewing up. They are running with a Mei and a Tracer. What is this? Has to be joke picks.
I don't know. I mean, what's wrong with Tracer, man? Like they if they're figuring they're going into a bunker comp, they have 30 on the Mei, they got MC Rhea on the Tracer to go in the back line with the pulse bomb. You know, I think this is solid. Freefy on the Roadhog is the only question I got.
Could be. Looks like they're going to be taking a little bit of a detour on the other side to get everybody where they need to go. 30 on that Mei, probably going to be popping a wall to make sure that Bastion can't be as effective as he wants to be. Displaces everyone just a little bit with that wall, so they can just easily focus fire everybody. And there goes down. The strategy worked off of 30.
The res, though.
That res, they're going to have a second life for the side of Dr. Crew Death Squad as they try to reposition themselves behind here. A Mei wall, a big Mei wall, could be the death of them, but Heron is staying alive as he's going to continue to pump shot after shot after shot because Blanny had to go down, was not able to stay alive just enough. MC getting taken out as well.
Yeah, last pick here on the side. Freefy just needs to die. Or run away. Looks like he's just going to run away. He's going to get a lot of ult charge from that E. And he's still trying to hook.
Now let's talk about Dreaded DPS already having a Bob online, 90% at least. And look at Swift. He's playing that Mercy. He's given all these blue heals out to Dreaded DPS. And just able to farm that Bob so much. And there goes the Bob as they're going to continue on with the Amplification Dangerous, making sure that Heron gets so much. But Freefy with a great hook is going to be able to take out Heron. That might be the only piece that they need, but he's going to get man. Oh man, stop saying it, Joey. Stop saying it.
Dude, like AJ0 is like on Heron. He is Heron's new bay. He is rezzing whenever possible, and it's almost exclusively for Heron, and he rightfully so. You know, Heron needs to be the first one to die on that team if you know 50cc has any hope of winning this map.
And of course 50cc trying to see what they can do. 30 switching on over to the Sombra, maybe is able to get a hack, but with Dreaded DPS on that Ashe, just so oppressive with the damage boost.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna mow down anyone in seconds. You just gotta get in there. And I like the Mei pick at the start, but 30 is switching on to the Sombra, hoping to get a hack in the back line. But hey, Scarlet's there using the command man. Scotch keeping the team alive, but the disc is out. And Heron is not dying, but a solo shatter onto him. Diva Bomb coming out of Canuck doesn't find anyone, but zones people a little bit off. Destructive, the line is way back, and he's not able to do much, but MC Reed gets in there, drops a Pulse Bomb on Canuck. Not the best target, but it's working. It's working! Canuck hacked! The big EMP getting him out. Outerbotter does try to throw the Frisbee out. It's not going to work, and 50cc is just going to take this, even though Bob's in their face.
And look at Blanny doing a face first dive, but gets booped out, almost gets booped into the water, but then later on Heron takes him out, finishes the job. He's going on a gondola ride, and they're gonna, but doesn't matter for Cordes Squad because they are getting pushed back. The MC Reed doing such a fantastic job on this Tracer just to create so much space for his team, as they're going to continue on with the push, and no changes really coming out of either side so far, well, except for 30, who wants to switch on over to that Soldier 76 to see if we can get him to high ground.
Oh, big bomb going into the back line. Canuck absorbing it with the thing. The thing of a doohickey, Blandy charging into the cart. A lot of chaos going around. Not many ults up right now. Heron does have the Pharah ult. He might use it, he might not, but there is damage going all over the place here. 30 has the high ground. Noted, fam! The charge goes from Blandy, making the line way back. Destructive charging into a wall like a silly doofus, and he falls because of it. Dreaded DPS, the only one alive, but he died way early in the fight, fam. He's not going to be there to contest.
And 50cc is definitely showing the life in their team. They want to jam this payload right back into the faces of the Document Cordes Squad, as they are going to be coming in with a bit of an ult advantage. It's going to be a little even. Both teams are going to have Shatter. Both teams are going to have a DPS ult, and both teams are going to have a support ult. But Dreaded DPS electing to switch on over to the Hanzo probably want to be putting more damage into that shield of 50cc as they make this final push into the third point.
Yeah, final push a go here. Destructive finds a hammer down into another shield. The count is up to like 16 now, friends. Blandy gets a massive shatter. Canuck is one of the sole survivors of it. Otterbotter on the other side of the card here. I believe 50cc is going to cap this point off of that fight.
Cap it, they will. You know, very unlucky. Destructive dude getting that shatter off first, but getting blocked completely like by Blandy. And as Destructive charged into the wall, Blandy just met with it. They both charged at the same time, but whoever charges first gets that disadvantage. And after that, it was all over with Blandy getting that 3-man shatter to just clean everything up. Of course, 30 along with it, having that tack visor. He doesn't need the high ground. He's a low ground 30. He can just shoot.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah. 30, expert hit scan, DPS, just popping shots into people's Soldier. And I find it strange that he's playing Soldier. Soldier is not necessarily a top tier pick, right? He's not like meta by any means.
No, not too much, but he did get a buff not too long ago. You know, he does 20 damage per shot now, I believe. It should be 20 damage per shot. He also he is able to sprint and then get back into aiming a lot faster. So he's had a lot done to him. So he's a bit more effective than he was at the start of the season. But it's going to be very interesting to see how these teams go in as we're going into extra rounds. And of course, the Document Cordes Squad going to be having their first chance of attacking. Good at DPS, going to be on that Widow. Going to see if they can get a good first push.
30 is playing Torb on defense. This is strange. No bunker, no spoony stuff. Just straight up Torb with a 3 feet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Canuck died. Heron died. Scotch died. Dreaded died. The attack is done. Destructive is one of the sole survivors right now, getting into the grill of the enemy team. It's not looking too hot for him. He's going to be demeched and die.
Joey, I don't know what you're talking about. 30 knows what he's doing. He loves playing this guy. He loves
pick
playing
one
this
though.
mechanic.
Pick one. He knows what he's doing, or he likes playing him. Pick one.
No, but we're just seeing some great play out of Canuck. He's going to be trying to get free off of that high ground. Although it doesn't have to worry about 30. 30's not on the soldiers, so Canuck doing a great job to just make a little bit of extra space as they continue on. 30 seconds left on the clock. Blandy going to be contesting at that point as Heron rocking it out in the skies as Farah. They're going to try to get as much damage as they can with MC Ree. With that McCree, they're going to have an ult 2 Chem Arts, of course. The big overload coming out for 30, going to be putting it a nice saucy layer all over the payload.
Oh.
And
Destructive.
Was that a fat finger?
No, I think he meant to charge, but it's probably on cooldown from how he got up there. High noon coming out of the side. McCree can't find, well, he does find Otterbotter. And we're in overtime. I mean, this could be done, right?
Yeah, this should be game. Dreaded DPS coming back in with that Tracer just to try to make a little bit more, but it's not going to be enough as there are too many players on the field for 50cc, as we are going to be seeing round 3 complete and 3 minutes on the clock for 50cc to push this cart.
Switching sides.
Yeah. They got 3 minutes. So double the time. 50cc is, I mean, they're in the driver's seat right now, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, 3 minutes, plenty of time. And knowing just what 50cc can pull off, this might actually be over before we know it. But we're probably going to see a bit more of a brawly comp coming out of this defense, just because it's going to be, they're essentially going to have to try to win each and every single fight, and they know that the offense of 50cc is going to have to be on the payload if they want to do anything. So definite advantage for the 50 Cent Club. And we'll see what ends up happening. 30 electing to go and hovering that Sombra, so they might be going just for big ults and see if that works out for them.
Yeah, and this is, you know, kind of a yikes situation. 3 minutes is, I mean, it's enough time for Zarya to build up an ult, and Heron is playing that Zarya. So DDS can defend this. Especially at the end, that could be the definitive marker to say, hey, this is over. They also are rocking the Torbjorn Canuck. Oh, but AJS dies right away.
Already comes in behind and gets a pick on AJS here. That's so huge. They're going to get hit on around the bend, going through the choke point. 30 able to get out in safety. AJS0 is going to be just respawns. It's going to be so close. Blandy with the suicide charge is going to be completely punished for it, as the rest of 50cc is most likely going to fall because of Blandy's undisciplined charge, but he got a little too excited there, giving a bit more of an advantage out to the side of Dakikur Death Squad. But if we look, but Joey, let's look on over at MCV. He's playing Hanzo, and let's look at where this cart is situated. It is in a nice, long, narrow corridor.
84%. He's going to do it.
84%. And all they have to do is get that EMP along with it. That is so juicy. So juicy. So we're going to have to see how the defense of Dakimakura Death Squad plays along with these. Dreaded DPS coming out with the tire. Going to see if he can get one deep max briefy. Will it be enough? But it gets taken out himself as MC Ryu was able to find him. That should be enough for the Dragons, as the 50 Cent Club doing so much. Canuck with the load. And maybe a free up them, but it doesn't matter because that takes out Heron as they're going to keep on 30 getting taken out. But so what? It doesn't matter as they are fighting for their life. AJ0 the last one on cart, and we're going to be seeing 50cc with the first win of the finals.
Great plays out of 50cc. Play of the game.
Play of the game.
Goes to Heron.
Heron doing so well on these DPS picks that he wants, trying to build up that dragon that he wants. What a great shot up in the air as he continues on with his dragon strike that picks up three.
Canuck totally set him up. Oh, that was great team play there. I don't know if that was a call out or if that just happened naturally.
That, with a team like this, that happened naturally, and that was the play that got them. That definitely got them the point. And Probably going to be seeing a bit of a break here. I believe Zed needs to take a little bit to try to fix some of the stream settings. So if we do go offline, know that we are still here. We'll be doing map picks. So if the stream does go off, know that we are working on the frame